What it is, what it do, folks. It is your boy TheeMikeyJ, and what we are going to be doing today, folks, is we're just going to take a really close look at OBS. We're going to just go over some of the basics and what it means to, not what it means to, but what it actually takes to live stream, as that's as far as goes as upload speeds, CPU, GPU, all that kind of stuff. So let's just go down the list. Under File, we go at the top left. You can actually save your workspace. So say if you have it OBS on your laptop and you want to switch it over to a desktop, you can actually save a file. Can we save a file? There's a way that you can save a file. Yeah, open configuration folder, and then you can it'll save as scenes.xconfig. And what you can do is you can copy this, and it will basically recreate everything that you saved up, like the way that you have your video set up. Let's preview stream right quick, and say we've got the desktop here. I've got a Soul Silver, my old Soul Silver LP. Hey, that's my face. What's going on? And you know, just basically whatever you have saved can transfer over to a PC and whatnot. So also, let me see. You can open up your recordings folder, of course. That'll open up everything that you've recorded locally and not streamed. So that's basically under the file. Let's go into the settings real quick. Let's get that off. Always on top. You can actually set this to where it always goes on top, so it'll never be below anything. Let's go up under the general settings. Here you can obviously select your English. You can your English. Hello. You can select your language. And they do have OBS in a variety of languages, if you like. But so what the hell is going on? Okay. Anyway, so if you wanted to, you can like I have profiles set up. I have a local recording set up, or I can stream to Hitbox. I can stream to Twitch. I can stream to YouTube, and I'm not sure what that untitled one is, but it's probably something that I tested with. But anyway, you can set up a profile to stream to YouTube. You don't have to change your settings each and every single time. So you go to encoding. See, right now my bitrate is 30,000, and that is because it's going straight to a hard drive and it's not streaming online. So let's go back. Let's switch to my Twitch. So now I'm under my Twitch profile. If I go to encoding, things are switched down to 2,000. And now let's, okay. Damn phone. Alright. Not even bad in the video. Want to be famous, don't you? Alright, get the fuck out of here. Anyway, let's segue into upload speeds for Twitch or YouTube or however you want to stream. Basically, I have I have 100 down and about 4.5 upload. It gets up to like 4.5. Anyway, I have a 4.5 upload. That's megabits per second. 2,000 kilobits per second is sufficient enough for a decent 720p stream. If you go to speedtest.net, it will tell you your up and down. It is a rough estimate. It is not completely accurate. I do want to get that out of the way. It's not completely accurate. So sometimes if you do use XSplit to stream, it will XSplit has gotten so advanced that it automatically checks your up and down to adjust your settings to where they need to be. OBS does not have that yet. You actually have to manually input your bit rate, which is how much you're uploading while you're streaming. So that's basically what streaming is. You're uploading as it's happening. So say for instance, like I have 4 megabits down. I'm sorry, I have 4 megabits up. I can use half of that to stream at a decent quality stream at 720p. Anything really above 720p is kind of overkill unless you're just one of those unless you have the option to reduce your quality if you're partnered on Twitch, or I'm not sure how that works with YouTube. I think if you were to stream at 720, you would on YouTube, you would be able to get those options to where you can downscale it and upscale it however you like, but I'm not sure about that just yet. But like I say, I stream at the bit rate of 2,000 kilobytes, which is 2 megabytes, or bits, or I'm gonna say bits because that's how internet speed is downloaded. If you guys are keeping up with me, I'm sorry, I'm kind of rambling and I'm kind of trying to explain this as best I can. So I stream at 2,000 megabits per second because that is the I want to say it's good quality for a 720p stream. Say you only have a 1.5 upload or a 0.5 upload. You would lower this number to about 500. Say you would lower that number to 500. That means you can only upload, you can only stream at 360p, and that's probably the lowest quality you would be able to stream at without having hiccups, stutters, or anything like that. That's basically how the streaming thing works. It goes off of your upload instead of your download. So you can have all the download in the world, but you still wouldn't be able to stream unless your upload is at least decent. So say you have a 1.5 upload and you want to stream at 480p. You would actually, you say, yeah, 1.5, right? You would allocate probably about 750 that. Half. Usually you want to stream about at half to get your max quality. That's just throwing numbers out there. So you would want to stream at about 750 if you had a 1.5 upload. So what that would enable you to do, you would be able to broadcast. We're going to go over the broadcast settings. We're going to hit yes. Is that what we want to do? I'm sorry, you want to go to video. Yeah, you want to go to video. And what you would do, what you would want to do is you want your base resolution, you always want it to be whatever your monitor is, or at least 1920 by 1080. So basically that's me streaming at a base resolution of 1920 by 1080. That is so your images can come through as clear as they possibly can. So if you go down to resolution downscale, which is what I do, my base resolution is always at 1920 by 1080. Like I said, because you want to get that the sharpest picture as you can while you're streaming. But your resolution downscale is the key in OBS. So if you downscale it, I have mine downscaled to 1280 by 720, which is streaming at 720p. So what you would want to do, say you were trying to stream at 480p, and because your upload is only at 1.5 kilobits per second, so you would drop this bar down and you would go down to 2.25, and that will put you at 852 by 480, and that will make you stream at 480p. Now, like I say, This doesn't work for everybody because everybody's situation is different. It just depends on, one, what's on your network at home. Two, whether you're being throttled or not, because sometimes your internet service provider will throttle you. And what throttling means is basically it'll cap your internet connection even further than what it is. So basically, say I have 100. Sometimes I get throttled. I have 100 down, 5 up. Sometimes I'll get throttled to 30 down and 3 up or some shit like that. It just depends on what your internet service provider wants to do with you at that period of time. Like in prime time, between the hours of like 6 and 9, you're more than likely will get throttled because everyone is on at that time. Like everyone in your neighborhood, everyone in the general Tri-County area is on the computer doing something, watching Netflix, anything like that at that time. That's prime time. That's when people get on the internet. Always. So they will throttle you. Just depends on, you know, how things go. If you follow streamers, you'll see that sometimes if you follow them on Twitter, they'll tweet out, "Oh, I can't stream right now. I can't stream right now. My internet is being ass. My internet is being stupid." That's because they're being throttled. That's because it's prime time and everybody else is on the internet. So your internet service provider is dumbing down your connection so everybody can get a piece of the pie, basically. So back to streaming in 480. You want to downscale it to 2.25, and then your filter bilinear, whichever is the fastest. That's pretty much self-explanatory. Say if I wanted to stream in 720, I'd have more options. It'll give me good detail and all that kind of stuff for bicubic and Langzos, however you say that, I don't know. But yes, that's online streaming in a nutshell. Audio is pretty self-explanatory. You get to use your mic. You get to, choose your mic. I don't know why it's on that right there, so I'll just keep that right there. Anyway, you get to choose your mic. You can create a delay between your is that where you create the delay? No, in broadcast settings is where you create the delay, but I'll get to that in a second. I'm under audio. Desktop boost, basically it will boost the sound of the desktop. Say you have like music playing in the background, it'll boost that music instead of your microphone, which is kind of like what you don't want to have happen. Is because you want to basically bring your mic through over anything and everything else. Okay, so under hotkeys, you can basically you can set key combinations on your keyboard to start a stream, stop a stream, start recording, stop recording. And that buffer stuff, I'm honestly, that's some advanced shit. I don't know anything about the buffer, so it does, 9 times out of 10 it does not impact the performance of streaming or your local recording. So as far as I know, let's go with that. Push to talk, you can push a button to enable your microphone. You can let up off of it to stop your microphone. That's pretty much how that works. The mute, unmute, that's pretty self-explanatory. Advanced. Under the advanced tab, 9 times out of 10 you want to leave everything in here alone, but just for the video's sake, we can go over the options in here. Use multi-threaded optimizations. Basically, if you have a Pentium, I'm sorry, not a Pentium. Whoa, Pentiums are like prehistoric. What the fuck? Anyway, if you have an i7, that's 4 cores. Your multi-threaded optimizations, they will use all 4 of your cores to stream. So basically, your CPU takes over and it does what it needs to do to, you know, get that fast stream and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, Your process priority, you can enable this process to be above pretty much anything else or below. You kind of want to just keep, if you don't know, if you don't understand what goes on here, just leave it all alone. But disable encoding while previewing, it will basically just lay off the GPU and the CPU while you're previewing, and it will it'll be a lot slower, to be honest. It will be a lot slower. Allow other modifiers on hotkeys. I'm not sure what that means. Your X264 CPU preset, you definitely want to leave these where they're at, simply because it could not overrun your CPU, but it could definitely put it into overdrive mode if you're not careful about what you're doing here. So you definitely want to leave these at the same their default settings. So you can allow for over 120 FPS if you want to stream that you know, if you got really got internet, you got that Google Fiber and you want to stream in 120 frames per second, that's fine. That's awesome. More speed to you. You see, force desktop audio to use timestamps. That's, like I say, all this shit is advanced. So let's go ahead and skip over this. Your QuickSync encoder. That's kind of advanced as well. I've never used that. I would think this is some type of tool to use it to sync your voice with your video. So I'm not gonna touch on that. I'm not gonna do anything. Basically, okay. So the microphone noise gate. What the microphone noise gate does is it essentially lets your microphone detect certain levels to where your voice would be heard. Say for instance you got incredible background noise, you can set the level to where it doesn't pick up the background noise, but as you're speaking it will activate your microphone. So basically, if I'm close to my microphone but there is background noise, you can set it to a point where if there's background noise where I'm just not speaking, then it won't pick up the background noise. But when I start speaking, that microphone will activate, and you'd be able to speak without the background noise being there the whole time. That's basically what that's for. So we're going to go back into broadcast settings, and this is where things get. This is where you put in all your information for your stream. So basically under mode, you can switch this from either file output only, which is local recording, which is basically like what I do with my Let's Plays. I'll set up everything and I'll record, and it'll save to a file that's on my computer. Or you can live stream, which most people use OBS for anyway. But you can live stream to, and it's got a bunch of streaming services on here. You can go to custom, you can go to Twitch, you can go to all these different places, YouTube, Hitbox, Daily Motion, however that works. But I've got mine set up to Twitch, and what you want to do is, let's go to my Twitch page real quick. Let's go to my dashboard. Okay, so now I'm on my dashboard here, and let's find my actual key so that I can input it into the password thing, to where you put your Twitch key. Anyway, you would go. Let's go to the main page first, so I can show you guys exactly how to get to the dashboard. Under your name, it'll be a drop-down menu, and just hit dashboard. Easy, right? Easy. Now then you'll hit your stream key. Don't worry, it won't pop up until I hit this button here that says show key. So now what's gonna happen if I hit this button, which I'm not going to, so it would be very awkward for people to be streaming up under my stream. But anyway, what's gonna happen in this box right here it's gonna pop up with a random series of numbers and letters and all that kind of stuff, and you're just going to highlight it, right click, copy, and then you'll go back into OBS, and then you'll paste it into this right here. And what that does is it just simply lets OBS know that that is the key to your channel. So basically, when you hit that start streaming button, it knows to stream straight to your channel and nowhere else. So why is my server in San Francisco? I don't understand that. While I'm on that, let us go to let's click this down. So these are servers that you ping and stream off of. So basically what I would want to do, I'm in Central, you would basically go stream from your time zone. So I'm in Central Standard Time. So what I would do is I would stream from Texas, seeing that is the closest thing to me since I'm in Missouri. I would stream from Texas since that's my thing. That's what I do. Anyway, and that's the way you would get a good strong stream, so your stream won't crash, your stream won't, you know, buffer, it won't, you know, do anything, because it's such a close connection, so you won't have to be like, oh my lord, my stream's lagging, it's crashing, it's not doing anything. You want to stream somewhere close. Okay, so I'm just gonna hit apply because that was just all fucked up. Anyway, okay, and I think that is it. Let's look at the overall interface of OBS. Right here, this box right here, you've got your scenes, and this box right here, you've got your sources. So under scenes, it's kind of like, scenes are like pages of a book. If you look at the page of a book, you'll see that if you make a new scene, you right click, go to add scene. So I got this scene at the top. On my right side here, under scene, it's blank. This page is blank. Under your sources is where you would put the content of your book. So you would right click, go to add. Let's put like a we're gonna put a layout, and you can actually do this as you preview your stream. So this black screen indicates this blank page. So I just added a scene. I just added a new page to this book. I'm gonna right click under sources. I'm gonna go to add, and I'm gonna go to window capture. That's fine. Let me plug up my 3DS real quick, just as a example. So, all right. So under here, I'm gonna open up my 3DS capture card. So I'm gonna get that off of the screen. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go right click. I'm gonna go to add, and I'm gonna go to window capture because it is a window, and I can do that. And under here, you see it automatically pops up as because I believe it's the newest window that just popped up. So we want to go to 3DS capture top. If you're doing an emulator, it'll be that window. So now you see it just pops up on the screen. So this is what you would be streaming to your viewers if you were streaming. So now you notice that it's just up in the left hand corner and it's small. You really can't see it. To remedy that, you want to come down here and you want to click edit scene, and that way you can drag and space it to pretty much any size that you like. So now you see that it doesn't exactly fit the width. It doesn't fit the width because it tries to keep the screen ratio. Okay, to remedy that, what you want to do is you want to hold left shift. Hold left shift and then you want to take one of these and just drag. So that way it unlocks the screen ratio, so where you can actually stretch it out to the length of the screen in what you're streaming. So basically it will stretch out to about 720 to 1080, you know, however big your screen size is, however you're streaming, whatever that sounds like. Okay, so all right, so now that we have this on the screen, you're streaming. This is probably about the most basic stream that you could ever have, is just a screen and nothing else. Now, for most Twitch streamers, you're definitely gonna want some flair. You're gonna want to add some funk to your stream. You might want to add a layout. So in order to add a layout, what you would do is, under your sources, you're gonna add more content to your pages. So you want to right click add, and then you're gonna go to image. Say you have a layout of some sort. All right, and you're gonna go to browse, and is this under my desktop? Yes, it is. All right, and I'm gonna add like a little ORS frame on it. So I got the blue on the left, the fiery red on the right. So I'm going to drag it all the way. I did. So this is not 720, but good old left shift, and I can drag it to just how I like it. Maybe it is. Hold on. Maybe not. Yeah, it is. It was just out of the way. So what you want to do is just, you know, you can add yourself a little border. You can put up a face cam, anything like that. If you want to add a face cam and you have one already connected, right click, add video capture device. So, and then this little drop down right here, it'll drop down for however, you know, whatever you have connected as a video device. A Logitech webcam, okay, and boom. Wow, that is big on the screen. I see, big dog. All right, so we're just gonna get rid of that real quick, but I mean, you guys get what I'm saying. So it's really easy to set up your scenes, and it's real easy to fit them to the screen, width and height, however you like it. All right, so I am going to untick edit scene, and from here we can under window capture it. This is a big deal. You see this? I guess you don't, because it's not ticked. We're gonna right click, properties. So it will capture the mouse cursor. Why is it not capturing the mouse cursor on the screen? Well, kind of bit. Oh, there it is right there. I didn't have it clicked. But yes, it will capture the mouse cursor. What you can do is you want to right click under window capture. You go to properties, and then just untick capture mouse cursor, and boom, there you have it. Now, one thing about window capturing, it will I want to say, like, anti-alias your screen if you stretch it out. If you want to get rid of that little effect, all you have to do is click this right here, say use point filtering, boom, hit OK. Now you guys can see, I don't know if it comes through on the video here, but now all of your edges, your jaggies, you can see them a lot clear now to get that authentic look. It's not quite as blurry. It's more sharp, it's more pixelated, and sometimes that actually looks better than you know, the blurred type look. So that's just the user preference. What else? Now you can also set up global sources. What global sources is, it basically, say you want to have like your AverMedia. like not AverMedia, but your capture device. Say you have an Elgato or something like that. You can add. I'm gonna name mine. I went down to add game chat capture and AverMedia. All right, so now what it does is that is completely wrong. Hold up. Let's go to add and video capture device. There we go. And I'm gonna name this AverMedia. And AverMedia HD. Okay. Device is being currently used as a source in one or more sources. Okay. Well, I guess if you're already using it, you can't add it to a global source. So what that means, that is you know what? I don't even know. I'm not even gonna go into it because that's uncharted territory and I don't know about it. Alright, so say you want scrolling text. That's something I do know about. Let's go ahead and put some scrolling text on here. Let's go to add and we'll go to text. And let's just put ticker. Alright, so say you have a custom font. Let's see, where's Bada Boom? That's my favorite font. Alright. TheeMikeyJ is the best. Alright, so now I'm going to show you guys what I do for my streams when I use scrolling fonts. You guys are going to be like, why isn't that? Alright, so it's there. There it is, right there on the top left. So now it's just stationary. To make that thing scroll, you want to right click on your text or whatever you named it. Mine's ticker. And you're going to, first I want to put an outline on it. That's first and foremost. But under here, your scroll speed, I'm going to set that to 10. Now it's moving pretty slowly. Let's put it up to 100. Now it's moving pretty fast. So you guys can see that now it's moving. But the problem here is that there's no break in between TheeMikeyJ is the best. There's no break in there. What you want to do is just add a couple spaces at the end. Now you can see that there is a break. So, and with anything else that you can use on your sources, you can, it's going to click edit scene, you can left shift and you can basically, you know, control how big it is on the screen, how, you know, where it goes and all that kind of stuff. So that's pretty much it on that. Let me right click, see what other sources we can add. Image slideshow, I'm not sure about that. I think, what will that be? 19 seconds. So you can just add a series of pictures on here and it'll just cycle through them however, you know, many seconds it is. That's good for, to be honest, I have no idea what that's good for. I have no idea what that's good for. But we're gonna see what else. Monitor capture, if you have more than one monitor, you can capture your whole monitor, stuff like that. And game capture, let's go ahead and go over that real quick. So let's start, I'm gonna go into my Steam real quick. Under games, let's open up Portal. Let's open up Portal. I think I have that on the window already. It shouldn't go full screen. Well, it went full screen. Alright, let's just alt enter. E. Alright, alt enter. No, bruh. Alright, let's go to options. Video. Window, no border, window, let's run that in a window. And apply. Alright, so now, good lord, I'm running at 1080. Alright, let's 720. Apply. There we go. It's in the window. Let's go ahead and get it off the screen. And what we'll do is now under select application. let's go ahead and refresh since we did open up Portal. Now Portal 2 pops up, and we're going to always click stretch image to screen, just so you don't have those annoying black bars in case, you know, your stuff is all whacked out. So in here we're just gonna hit OK, and now Portal 2 is gonna take over the screen. So honestly, you can untick pretty much everything else. Normally you would want to add this to a new scene, but you know, it is what it is. So now we have a running game open on this Portal on OBS. So what we would do is we're gonna go back, play single player, and now everything on here is just running with Portal 2. So basically you'd be able to stream a game, whatever you have open, and it's really not CPU intensive. It's not CPU intensive at all. So basically you can have the game loading and you don't, it's fine. Like, OBS is not CPU intensive. If you do have a bad CPU, you can I don't know what you can do about that, to be honest. But if you have a decent computer, you can do stuff. So this is what it is. So boom, that's the thing. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and exit out of this. And let's just get out of there. Now we're gonna bring back everything else, not my face, and of course that got overtaken. 3DS capture card is it's weird like that. All right, let's get out of that. Let's bring it back. Boom. Okay, and obviously the deck snap pops up over that. But so you guys. That's pretty much an in-depth look at OBS and everything that it offers. Let's say there have been a bunch of people tweeting at me and just asking me about certain errors. I do apologize. I have never gotten an error with OBS. I'm sorry. I don't know. Maybe it's just the luck of the draw. I've never gotten an error with OBS to troubleshoot. I know there's a lot of DirectX errors, but like I say, Google is your best friend. Google is your best friend, because there are a lot of people on the internet who have these problems and have solved them. And the answers are out there. I just don't have them because I have never ran into these problems. But every computer is different. Every computer is built differently. But as far as the DirectX errors go, I have no idea. I'm sorry, I don't have an answer for that. But I do appreciate each and every one of you guys that, you know, take a look at my videos, and I make these for you guys so you guys can learn pretty much everything there is to know about what I do. This is basically what goes into these videos. Pretty much everything, you know. So I don't know where I'm going with that little note, but if you guys enjoyed this video, please bullet punch the fuck out of that like button for me. I really appreciate it. Definitely helps out the channel. We are less than 100 subscribers away from that almighty 3,000. Almighty 3,000. But I'm gonna leave you guys with that. It has been your boy TheeMikeyJ in the mother effing place to be, and as always, guys, peace.